Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the Disney Alice Through the Looking Glass collection with Urban Decay. I will be doing arm swatches with the palette, and I'm going to be doing lip swatches with the lipsticks. This palette does retail for $60, and each one of the lipsticks retails for $18. I actually got mine through the Ulta website. Personally, I just feel like Ulta has the better rewards programs. That's why I decided to order through Ulta. But I will be also giving you a closer look at the palette. I know it has some like pop-ups and quotes and stuff like that. So I will be giving you close-ups of that. So yeah, let's just jump right in and get into some lip swatches. So here's the lipstick. This is what the packaging looks like. On the top it has the regular little UD stamp, and this is what the outside of the packaging looks like. Just really pretty, like, I would say Wonderland colors. Psychedelic Wonderland colors, I don't know. And on the lipstick itself you will see the UD stamp. So there's 5 lipsticks total. One is a nude and it ranges from red to purple to blue. I haven't tried them on yet, so it's my first time. The lipstick I'm most excited about is the one I'm about to try on first, and it's called Alice. Okay, so this first shade I'm going to be swatching on my lips is called Alice. Now, this shade is a sheer nude with a pink shift. This lipstick was actually the lipstick I was most excited to try. It just seems really unique to me. Okay, so this is the shade Alice, and I gotta say, this is a pretty cool shade. Um, I I was expecting it to be cool. I was expecting it to be this cool. Um, it is a nude, and it has like this little pink hint to it, kind of like an iridescence. It's beautiful. I love it. It's like a nice nude. It's not like a powdered donut nude. It's maybe kind of like your lips but better and with a pink shift. So I love this shade. This would be perfect for when you want to be like, subtle but like pretty subtle. I love it. The next shade I have here is called Iraqabeth. I'm guessing it might be a new character. I'm not too sure. This shade is described as a bright red matte. Y'all know I love my red shades. Okay, so this is Iraqi Beth. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. It's a beautiful shade, just your normal classic red, and it is definitely matte. From having it on, it doesn't feel too drying, and I gotta say, it honestly doesn't even really look matte to me. It definitely does not feel like a matte. But it's a beautiful shade. It's just a beautiful shade of red. Do I think this can be duped? Definitely. I don't think it's a unique shade like Alice that I just had on. But I mean, it's a beautiful red, and I definitely see myself wearing this. Okay, now getting into kind of like the blue and purple shades. This is the shade called Time. This shade is described as a gunmetal navy with silver shimmer. It says that it's metallized. Alright, this is the shade Time. I gotta say, it is quite different. Not something I would see myself wearing every day, obviously. But maybe something for Halloween? I don't know. It kind of just reminds me of Frostbite, to be quite honest. But I know some people out there will probably love this shade. It's a beautiful shade, don't get me wrong. It's just not super duper ooper wearable. But it does say that it has silver shimmer in it, but I'm not really feeling any like glitter grains on my lips. You know how sometimes when you rub your lips together you feel that glitter and it's just really irritating. I'm not feeling that at all. But kind of when I rubbed my lips together, it made it like a little more silver. So I mean, it's a pretty unique shade, and I would say it's a little bit streaky. Maybe it's a little bit too sheer, and it comes out a little streaky. But I actually am kind of falling in love with it. I kind of really like this shade. Okay, the next shade I have here is called Mad Hatter. Obviously, I love the name because I love Mad Hatter. I was actually Mad Hatter this last Halloween. If you haven't seen the video yet, I'll leave it down below. But anyways, this shade is described as a bright purple shimmer. This is also a metallized shade. Okay, so this is the shade Mad Hatter. It is a really metallic purple, and I love it. I just really like the fact that it's super metallic-y. I think it would look even better if I've been exfoliating between taking off and applying these lipsticks. It would look 10 times better, but it's a really beautiful shade, and it has a really nice metallic shimmer to it. I really like this shade. And I personally feel like it is a wearable shade as well. So, yes. 2 thumbs up for Mad Hatter. Okay, and the last shade we have here is called Mirana, or Marana, I'm not too sure. This shade is described as a matte berry with tonal shimmer. Alright, so this is the shade Marana. It is obviously a very deep, deep, deep berry color. But I'm not really seeing too much shimmer in it. I see tiny little flecks of glitter, but not really any shimmer. You can see the shimmer more in the lipstick tube than on your lips. But it's a very beautiful shade. I feel like it goes on fairly evenly. It's not streaky. But I mean, it's just really like your normal, everyday, well, not everyday, mainly like in the fall, berry shade. There's nothing super amazing about it. Alright, so now that I am complete with the lip swatches, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the eyeshadow swatches. So here we have the palette box. Once again, it is going with the same design from the lipsticks, kind of like a Wonderland, psychedelic. Honestly, I'm thinking it actually looks like through the looking glass. You know those little kaleidoscope things that used to look through? And it has all these weird patterns and shapes. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. So this is the front of the package. So on the back, it has all of the shadows like all Urban Decay palettes usually do. It comes with 20 all new shades. You know how that goes. But what I hadn't heard from a lot of people is that they are actually divided in like rows, and I didn't know that. So this first row right here is called Alice. The second row right here is called Mad Hatter. This third row going down is called Mirana. This fourth row going down is called Irakabeth, and then the last one is called Time. So once again, there is 20 shades overall. So let's get into some swatches and more in-depth previews of the palette itself. Okay, so this is what the front of the palette looks like. It looks definitely a lot like the box. Alright, so when you open it, this is what it looks like. And it's 2 little panel doors. And the quote reads, "I'm not strange, weird, off, nor crazy. My reality is just different than yours." Okay? And on the mirror, it says, "We're all mad here." Okay, so when you open these two little panel doors, it reveals like a pop-up butterfly, which is obviously kind of a main part in Alice in Wonderland because the caterpillar turns into the butterfly. So that's a really cute touch. And these little doors are magnetic, and when you open it, the wings pop up, and when you close it, the wings go down. Okay, and on the eyeshadow drawer, there is a quote on that as well, and it reads, "I know who I was when I woke up this morning, but I must have changed several times since then." So when you pull on that drawer, that reveals the eyeshadows. So once again, it goes in rows like this. And once again, you have Alice, Mad Hatter, Mirana, Beth, and Time. So this palette does come with a double-ended brush as well. And it says Urban Decay on it and has, once again, that psychedelic pattern on it. This looks like maybe like a small crease brush, and this maybe just like an all-over shadow brush. Feels like a normal brush, honestly. Once again, for these swatches, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Teddy Bear all-over shadow brush and the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in anti-aging. And I'm going to be putting this on my arm for the swatches. Okay, the first shade is called Looking Glass, which is a pale pink demi matte shade. It's not showing up on my skin too well, so I'm going to dip my brush back into the color one more time and make another pass just to see if I can get it to show up. Not too sure if you can see that, but it is very pale pink. Alright, the next shade I'm going to be swatching is called Reflection, and it is a soft peach matte. Once again, I'm kind of having a hard time making this show on my skin. So I'm going to go back into the product one more time, make one more pass. There we go. It's a beautiful peach shade. I really like that shade. Now I'm swatching Dormouse, which is a warm brown matte with floating gold micro sparkle. It's actually a very beautiful shade. It does have little flecks of gold. I don't really know if you can see that too well. But it's a beautiful shade. And there's a little bit of fallout on that shade. But as I have mentioned in previous videos, I don't really see fallout as a big deal, only because I do my face makeup after I do my eye makeup. So if there is any fallout, I'll just take it off with a makeup cleaner. And the last shade in the Alice row is called Metamorphosis. I was most excited about this shade because it is a periwinkle blue with micro sparkle, and I'm pretty sure this isn't coming up on camera, but oh my gosh, the micro sparkle is gorgeous. It's like a green micro sparkle. I love it. And I really like periwinkle because not a lot of people know what periwinkle is. But there is that shade. Once again, there's a little bit of fallout on that shade. Not that big of a deal. Okay, so this is the Alice row of eyeshadow shades. Alright, now moving on to the Mad Hatter row. The first shade I have here is called Hatter, which is a vibrant green with tonal micro sparkle. Okay, yeah, I do see some sparkle in there. It seems a little bit patchy. Let me dip my brush in one more time to see if I can get a fuller color. Okay, this is with the second swipe. Oh yeah, much better. So this is Hatter. It's a really pretty green shade, and it does have a nice sparkle to it. All right, the second shade is called Gone Mad, which is an aubergine with pink iridescent pearl. So this one's coming off a little bit patchy as well, but I do already see the pink pearl. I'm going to go ahead and dip my brush in one more time to see if I can build up the color. Alright, so this is with the second swipe of color. Yeah, it builds up a little bit better. The pink iridescent is there, it's just very, very subtle. The next shade I have here is called Paradox, which is a vibrant orange with gold pearl. Ooh, this shade is really pretty. It's a very beautiful orange shade, and it's super metallic-y. I really like that. And the last shade in the Mad Hatter row is called Cake, which is a blue pink with silver micro shimmer. This shade is quite weak, so I'm going to dip my brush in one more time. Okay, let's see if I can build up this color. Okay, so yeah, it is buildable. And it's a really nice pink, and it does have that silver shimmer. It is still kind of patchy though. I don't know how I feel about that one. So here is the Mad Hatter row of swatches. Okay, so now we're on the Murana row, and that is the third row in the palette. Starting off with the shade called Lily, and it is a opal pink pearl. It is pretty, but like once again does not have a lot of pigment. So I'm going to go back into the palette to get more product. This is the second pass with more product. Alright, so it is building a little bit. This is really pretty. To me, it's like a, what would I call it? Like it has kind of like a blue reflect to it, but it's like a pink shade. It's really pretty. Alright, the next shade is called Duchess, and it is a peach with pink shift and micro sparkle. This is a lot like Lily. It's not really showing up right now, so I'm going to dip my brush back into the palette to get more payoff. And this is with more color. Alright, so it's building up a little bit, not terribly pigmented, but I mean, it seems like it's buildable. Alright, the next shade I'm going in with is called Kingdom, and it is a copper bronze pearl. Yeah, this one's a little more pigmented. This is a really pretty shade. But it kind of has like, it's like a bronze pearl, but it has kind of like gold hints to it, like little reflex. It's a pretty shade. And the last shade in the third row is called Chessboard, and it is a light, actually no, it's a medium brown matte. Well, this one's pretty pigmented, probably because it's a matte shade. Alright, so there is your third row of colors, which is the Murana row. Okay, the fourth row is the Iraqbeth row, and the first shade I'm starting off with is called Heads Will Roll. This is a really vibrant turquoise with gold micro sparkle. I'm reading off the website. They're the ones that said it was vibrant. It's looking a little patchy to me. So let me go ahead and dip my brush back in and see if I can build it up. Yeah, that's much better. It's pretty, and the gold sparkle's actually there. Usually when I see shades with sparkle, the glitter always like disappears. It's really pretty. Okay, the next shade is called Bandersnatch, and it is a deep teal matte.
Whoa, for being a teal, this is not, I mean, for being a matte, this is not going good. Wow. Okay, let me try that again. I mean, it's buildable, but as you can see, it's quite patchy. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. Dang it, I actually had really high hopes for that shade. Okay, this next shade is called Salzen Grum, and it is a metallic crimson shade. Oh wow, this one's beautiful. It would look really pretty with this teal shade had it been a little more pigmented. Wow, this shade is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I don't even own anything like this shade. Super pretty. Really love that shade. All right, and the last shade in the fourth row is called Royal Flush, and it is a pale beige shimmer. I'm sure this is not coming out on camera, but it is quite shimmery. I actually really like this shade. This is pretty. It's pigmented and not patchy, but I'm not too sure if you can see it on camera, so I'm going to go ahead and do a second swatch. See if it shows up a little better. It's a really pretty shade. So that is the fourth row of shades, which is the Iraq Beth row. Okay, now on the fifth and final row, this is the Time row of shades. So this first color is called Time, and it is a black navy satin, and it does have soft iridescent micro sparkle. This is beautiful. I'm so glad that this one's pigmented. I really like that. It looks like kind of like a midnight shade. Super pretty. All right, the next shade I have here is called Dream On, which is a metallic purple silver. And I gotta say, I was trying to get some product out and the pan felt quite rough. So look how sad that is. That's just one swipe. Why is it so rough? Let me see. That's with more shadow, but still, it's just a really glittery shade. When all else fails, I'm going to use my finger. There. I mean, it's actually quite pretty once you build it up. I actually really like that. Just like kind of like a subtle glitter. That's very nice. All right, the next shade I have here is called Chronosphere, which is a metallic deep bronze. It's a really pretty shade. It's quite pigmented as well. And the last shade in the fifth row is called Mirror, and it is a gray taupe satin. This one's fairly pigmented as well. That's really pretty. So this is the fifth and final row of shades. I gotta say that this is probably the best row in the whole palette, which is kind of sad considering they're not really Wonderland colors. They're just, basic colors, you know what I mean? But I would say this is probably the best row, which is a tad bit disappointing. Alright, so that is it for this Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass Urban Decay collection. I gotta say my final verdicts, I really did enjoy all of the lipsticks. There wasn't one that I did not like. I can see myself using all of them, maybe not daily because of that gunmetal shade, but I can definitely see myself using it for other purposes in the future, maybe like going out or something like that. As for the eyeshadow palette, there was kind of a few disappointment shades that were kind of patchy and the pigment just wasn't all there. It's really on you for what you want for $60. If you feel like this is definitely not worth $60, then that's just you. Me personally, I say it now and I say it a billion times. I love all things Disney and I will collect them even if they are total garbage.
But I do think that I can work with this palette. I think that I can definitely work the shades, you know, maybe with some Fix Plus, or I'm just trying to pack it on a lot. I don't know. I'll make it work. I make all the eyeshadow palettes that I have work despite the quality, honestly. So yeah, I really did like the packaging. The packaging is obviously beautiful. Um, you really feel like Urban Decay went all out with the packaging and maybe not all out with the shadows. But to each their own. I really just wanted to show y'all swatches just so you can form your own opinion and decide if this is worth the $60 to you. Once again, in my personal opinion, to me it is. And to me, all of the lipstick shades were worth $18 a piece. So yeah, don't forget to enter my Minnie Mouse collection giveaway. That ends on the 13th, which is rapidly approaching. So I will leave the link to that video down below so you can go enter that. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, stay golden. The age-old UD for Urban Decay. What is that? You didn't. Are those playoff tickets? Are those playoff tickets?
Yeah.
Are you being that serious?
Yeah.
When'd you get them?
Before I came over here.
What day?
Today?
Today's a game.
Tomorrow's a game.
Tomorrow's a game. Oh my god. Why are they hard?
Because they're special tickets in America.
We're going to the playoff game. You're taking me?
Yeah.
My brother's taking me to his first playoff game. I can't, George. We're going to a playoff game. A good playoff game at that.
Yep.
Oh my god. How did you get these?
I'm cool.
Oh my gosh. I seriously cannot believe this right now. I can't believe we're going to a playoff game. Don't you work tomorrow?
No, I'm off.
Oh my god, Mom jealous?
No, she was excited. We planned it all out.
Oh my god. I cannot believe this right now. We've never gone to a playoff game.
I know.
Oh my god, and I was hoping that I would be the first one to take you to a playoff game. That makes me sad.
Sure.
But I'm so excited! I was gonna splurge. I was like, I'm gonna buy some good playoff tickets. I can't believe this right now. These are like collectible cards?
No.
We can't keep them?
No.
But they're real, right?
Yes,
We're really going.
Yeah.
George, I cannot believe you right now. We're going to a freaking playoff game. A playoff game. A Spurs playoff game. I can't believe it. Never in my life did I ever think I was going to go to a playoff game. This is so shocking right now. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. You know how jealous everyone's going to be? You don't understand. Oh my god. I don't even want to film anymore.
I'm going to Captain America.
We're just going to go watch Captain America. Bye, guys. God bless it. I can't believe it. Hold on. I can't believe we're going to a freaking playoff game. A playoff game! The Spurs of all people. And it's an important game.
I know it is.
Oh my god. I cannot believe this right now. I'm going to throw up. I'm probably going to throw up. I think I'm going to vomit. Just give me a second. Oh my gosh. I was having such a bad day too. This is why we're partners in crime.
Dude, you could buy me a Chick-fil-A sandwich so I could sneak it into the movie. George.
Can you stop?